Today is Thursday, December 21st. We have 8 NBA games along with Thursday night football game. My NFL video is already out this morning. Hopefully you guys were able to take a look at it. Hopefully those props are not bumped yet. But I do have 5 solid for NBA. Quick recap of yesterday. Unfortunately, we did hit 3 of 5. But we did hit our day 1 ladder day challenge. Today is day 2. And my 2 picks for day 2 will be Josh Giddey, full fantasy score at 25.5. He's been averaging in the mid-30s. Should be a competitive game against the Clippers, which he's going to be heavily used. So I'm going to be taking his fantasy score. Next up, it's an option. I'm going to be taking Victor Wembanyama. Now this is the option you want to take. You want to take either his fantasy score, his first half, which I'm going to take personally, or you can take his full game fantasy. Victor Wembanyama will be my first leg on the 5-man, but I'm going to be taking his full man. So this is my day 2 ladder day challenge. It's 40 today for a 120 win. So let's head on over to the 5-man slip that I have. Obviously the first one I'll be going with is Victor Wembanyama's fantasy score. I believe it is still 50. I like it. Last time he faced the Chicago Bulls, he had 65 with almost 20 rebounds, or about 20 rebounds he had. So I want to be taking the over on that. And that is my first leg. Second one I'm taking is Ja Morant. Fantasy score at 52.5. He has a ceiling of 70. This is going to be a high, fast-paced game against the Pacers. Ja Morant, I think he cleared his fantasy at 57.2 in his debut. I mean, that's insane for his first game back. I think he's going to be somewhere in the mid-60s in this game, especially given the game against the Pacers, high, fast pace. So I'm going to be taking Ja Morant's over. Next up for the 3rd man will be Damian Lillard. And his full game fantasy at 41.5. His first half is not bad either. I believe it's at 20.5. He's been averaging the mid-20s in the first half fantasy. If you want, that's another option you want to look at. But I like his full game fantasy, so I'm going to be taking the over. Next one I have, I'm going right back at him, even though he sold yesterday. But I'm still going to go with Kobe White. He's been consistent. I'm going to be taking his fantasy score at 38.5. His rebounds and assists will probably be my second option. I'll be probably taking that on a separate list at 11.5. But I'm taking his fantasy score. Hopefully he bounces back from, I believe it was yesterday's game against the Lakers. I did mention it was a bad matchup for him. But hopefully against the Spurs, he'll go off again. He'll bounce back. He'll probably be somewhere in the mid-40s. So I'll be taking his full game fantasy. And my last one, I'm going to take Bobby Portis. And I've been waiting for his fantasy score to be posted by PrizePicks, but unfortunately it's not posted yet. So I'm going to be taking his PRA. Second option, nice, will be his points, as he's been averaging the mid-15 to 18 points. But I like his PRA. I'm going to be taking his PRA. You can get double-digit rebounds here and there. But his PRA, I'm going to be taking that over. If his fantasy score pops up, I suggest you guys take that as a primary option. But I'm going to be taking his PRA. I like it. I think he's going to get somewhere in the mid-20s, especially against Orlando. But these are the 5 I'll be going with. Victor Wembanyama, Ja Morant, and Damian Lillard, and Kobe White all over fantasy scores, and Bobby Portis over PRA. If his fantasy score comes up, I suggest you guys take that. So mix and match, pick your favorite. Now follow the day 2. Hopefully we've been on a roll with two legs. Not so much on the 5-mans, but I take the 5-man just the fact that 3 or 4 we still get money back, especially if we get 4 we double up our money. But the 2-mans, we've been on a roll since Monday, so hopefully we continue that trend for day 2. And please like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.